For now, DA and Saw, as we said, kicking it off here on Fracture. And it's been a little bit of a slow start, 55 seconds on the clock when they finally decide to make that push forward. This attacking side coming from both angles. It's going to be a fight up top that cacan cannot win. And now potentially stalling out on this one. I mean, just hiding inside the smoke. No way that you're really getting more than one. And that smoke was bound to fade sooner or later.
They got a little bit of utility. Good stun from skylen, but even still, it's only going to be the trade. A couple of low HP players and a wraparound from tomaszy to try and get himself back into position alongside the rest of his teammates. It does give up that site control. And I'm looking at that single flash available for skylen. He's just going to go walking in and put it straight onto the angle. It's going to leave both players blind, but only slightly. And now Masic has turned it into that 1v1. A low HP, Raze on the other side, trying to bait him in with a peek, but tomaszy is not budging, just playing off that timer. Gets it right again, just wasting that clock down even further. And by the looks of it, the round is already gone. The Portuguese Raze is going to take it some information, but it still doesn't really garner enough to pull a rotation.
In fact, they want a bit more info, going aggressive here. And a lot of danger around that corner. Many players waiting to swing, and the numbers, I thought, might do them justice. In fact, they've ended up taking a lot of losses on that fight.
I'm actually surprised with how well the defenders actually did there. Getting 3 kills when sandwiched in from both angles. I thought they were going to be screwed. Now, it wasn't even the fact that the weaponry was that weak. Oh, yeah, that is a heavy investment. Straight in. It is going to be the 1-for-1 trade. Fizzy's done well to bring that one back. Someone we've definitely noted grinding it out over the last couple of years within that Tier 2 scene. Masic, though, is going to keep this firmly in the favor of Digital Athletics, and only Fizzy really being able to do anything on the other side.
Great response coming out of Ruxic and skylen to go for their aggression down through Dish.
1 HP.
You know, at the moment where you just see that Rolling Thunder get activated, you know that you're in a spot where this squad is about to blitz, fully dedicate themselves to the B site. The rotations were on point, the crunch was good, and with DaviH left alone, his chances are looking very slim on this one. Ton of information finding utility. We're already going to see one of those popping out, the reveal out of every piece of utility. I think they did that. Lots of players seen here. Showstopper used. Around we go. It's not going to land.
No. Low is going to be that Nightfall.
Aftershock nade, heavens clear. Time to move to site where those players would be walking out of that angle. There's a lot of premeditated utility coming out of Salt when they're making these executes happen. You can see that they're trying to make them uncomfortable on the other side, but at the same time, Digital Athletics came in here with a retake setup. They're in prime position to make this one happen. The only thing being the orbital strike was used, so there goes the lockdown.
Yeah, they tried to use it to deny the plant, failed, and then, okay, well, now we can place our lockdown without any problems at all. I think a player actually got caught by that.
That's your smoker. Ruxic, no smokes now for a minute. They're going to have to get on this one and try some dry peeks. Sure, you're good for the first. How much more can be found? Well, Masic keeps going like that. It's going to be an easy round up top. Maybe Bati can finally stop him. Surrounded on all sides, dealt with nade on his corpse. That spike now being tapped as well. Orbital strike through. Masic killed himself with his nade. Not ideal in this situation because the numbers are thinning out. But it's so close in the end. The spike will explode. Well, he's just being chased away there. DaviH definitely not going to be going for north side control this time around.
He jumped down.
Digital Athletics took their north side control. Should have been denied any form of A site. You know, smoked out and left strangled for control. But yeah, crazy dropout of Masic gives them the advantage. That op's still there, still to be dealt with. Not too much to push him out of position. Showstopper probably not even going to be used here. Okay, it is, but there's no blast packs, and they're able to just run away, create the space. Instead, it's directed towards skylen, and tomaszy is going to try to get some advanced control. They even get some more with Masic down. This is looking very good for Saw, and there's no need to take risks. I love that from tomaszy backing off, and what was that shock dart? On point.
DeepMans is really the only player that could cause them issues. You can see cacan just basically trying to cause a few distractions, gives some space, but they double peek it. Really well timed by Saw. He's got to try, and I think he'll know that they were at least checking if he was coming in on that flank. The rest of his team all stacked up here. Again, a second player now brought down low. 30 seconds left on the clock. They can just deny. Aftershock put through as well. A spam will take out cacan. Still a player within the site, and Masic has done well. They're buying time for this lurk, this flank to come through from behind. DeepMans now, he pounces, a second kill, and he's got... Because this is the same spot, roughly, where the turret was last time. So it was a peek out to break it. They're definitely picking up the pace. I like it. Not going to fall for the same trap. And now with everybody sat back, no ults online either for the defense. So an afterplant here could be pretty powerful. And now they definitely know, okay, someone is deep on that flank.
This is somewhere, though, that Digital Athletics seem to have planned for. Having your Brimstone towards the dish this round, not running the same setup that they did in the previous, means that, yeah, sure, Saw will make the adaptation to go faster, to get up in your face and kill that Brim on sight. But he ain't on site anymore. And he's kept his Molotov for the retake. That's going to be firing through actually just now as it lands inside of main, maybe a little deeper than you'd like. That's actually going to allow them to just walk right around it, take the kill on the punish for the Rolling Thunder, run the clock down that little bit lower. Still a Brim Molly to work with here for the side of Saw. Shock darts and a Hunter's Fury. The clock, not even their biggest enemy. It was tomaszy shredding them on the site that's cost them this round. He's chasing them down. Got a nade in hand. Player stuck in the corner. That nade is lethal now. Masic is in a lot of trouble, but it hasn't landed in the middle. Yep.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
That's it. And on a map like this, Tom, plenty of orbs out there to be picked up. Stun and nade, that's dangerous. cacan very low as he falls back, and it's the aftershock that catches him. Now what?
Really?
No stopper? It's only used in a trade. You're in a 2 versus 4. Maybe you're not even trying to get a weapon for skylen.
That was a nice shot.
Spawn. How much more? Oh my! How much damage can he do? The boxes are a little too thick there, but on the other side, skylen's caught him. This is now looking winnable. Orbital strike perfectly placed. The Rolling Thunder, it's going to catch him as well, but not inside of main. A ghost fight, a hard one to win for Skylen. Ruxic up to punish, and there's the kill. They can get on the spike now. This is actually winnable. I don't know how.
It is when the cards
or is
deliver.
it Pokemon?
You should run.
It feels like magic.
I think it's Pokemon.
All right, now you're taking it too far. I can't stand for that. Attacker, Killjoy ultimate in play. And these players very close to it. They are not getting out of here. They are not getting even close to out of there. 2 of them detained. He's trying to find them.
Oh,
Nade was
okay.
a little bit of damage, but yeah.
Could have been much worse. I genuinely thought it would be.
If anything, you could claim that they were trying to bait them in. Go punish the guys that are locked down and the players behind kill them or something. I don't know, it was a strange start. For DA, getting back in, a lot of control lost. Ultis used previous round. They don't have them to work with. Fight up in heaven, a big one. tomaszy, the one to come out ahead yet again. Heaven control is his. One more kill. He gets a nade back online, and he's looking for it. Checking his back, but it's clear. The rest of his squad posted up and ready to take down some of these players. It's a molly onto DeepMans. Aggressive push from skylen. Almost good for a triple. It keeps it competitive neck and neck, but the time might be too far gone now. They need to yeah.
Okay.
It was done.
They're probably going to win this round, aren't they? The one with the stinger.
I'm feeling it. I really am.
He's going to get like 3 kills with a stinger somehow. It's from this corner. There's 2 people in the same corner. And there's an aftershock coming through it as well. This is such a weird round already. They've been pincered in. Well, cacan's not getting the 3 kills, but maybe Ruxic can.
This will be a good game to play the what happens next game. Because I didn't expect the bounces up with the blast pack showstopper on a 1 HP guy, and that was a body shot right there. Dead on. DeepMans and Ruxic on the way back through. Plenty of players to deal with.
Flank.
Late flank is pretty much all she wrote. You would imagine. The smoke on the spike. Molly was as well. They have to wait a second, and that time being bought allows the recon to get down there. Orbital strike. Locking them out, but somehow they've managed to take down DaviH. This is still somewhat winnable. Not easy, but winnable. And they don't win the initial fight. That seals it. Had they fast rush coming out of their opponents, Digital Athletics now make play happen. The stun hasn't landed. The fight going to be a little harder. tomaszy down, but there's another player up top they haven't spotted just yet. Bati has a serious opportunity. He's able to get one. The rest of his team answering up, and cacan, well, yeah, I think he could be, but I do think they got enough out of the previous round for Digital Athletics, and there it is. There it goes. The orbital strike was online with the kill onto Addicted, and the trade took that out of contention. You can't really fight this. I think they're probably, they would smoke him off normally. The flash goes in instead. Oh, cancel that. Very nice.
Okay. tomashy's managed to come in on a very fast flank. It means that their afterplant definitely isn't going to be as effective as they would have liked it to be.
Got showstopper off that kill too.
He's just watching the turret to see if he's going to be caught and if anybody comes closer in that direction. So it kind of gives away where they are. Nice shot from cacan. Had a bit of a quieter game so far, but This now comes down to damage. If they can make this even a close round, that'd be a great spot, but right now it seems like it's going to be an easy cleanup, and as you mentioned, there's only one guy with an SMG.
Very important as well, not only the Prowler that we're seeing going through, but I think the Haunt will be online in not too long. They're going in without it though, as the nades and nano swarms fall all over the site.
Yeah, they used Orbital Strike as well. Cleared tower out with it, so they basically have cleared out every close angle. It is a retake setup though. I love seeing retake setups on this map in particular. I think it really nullifies a lot of the risk, but I do want to see what Saw have planned to get back in.
Oh, their plans might not matter. This is a great bait setup. Whichever player goes for the swing, probably DeepMans. No, in fact, it's Ruxic and DeepMans. It's not a bait. In fact, a full swing. They take every fight and they take it successfully. Addicted and Fizzy, they're thinking about the next round, and they'd really like to have those.
It's just,
you know, Athletics get a read on that or not. A stun being held here is one of the most peculiar things I've seen, but it's off the reaction of tomaszy. And there it is. Stun, swing, kill, and they're out. Gorgeous usage of some early round aggression from Saw.
Yeah, it went about as well as it could have. Obviously didn't reclaim the rifle.
Not so gorgeous usage of early round aggression from Saw.
Yeah, I guess just the assumption was they would have fallen back, but that's a pretty wild assumption to take, especially after, like, you're going to want to make sure that they don't go and reclaim that gun. So, yeah, I'm not sure what happened there for Addicted, but no more smokes, and a player down on the ground, it leaves a lot of pressure now on Fizzy. He does have one of the rifles. He's had a great start to this game, but wow, good luck.
Hasn't got a full utility setup to play off the turret on site. That's even going to give away as the beats
cleared him.
They haven't cleared him. They know the site could be occupied, but Fizzy able to get two. Now it's bubbling up on site. How are Digital Athletics going to make their way in? Even being caught by a stun. Bati able to punish. And cacan, well, he can't get this one done. Not with that much time on the clock.
In the meantime, Digital Athletics slowly making a push towards that. Look, they're clearing the site this time. That's good. They've learned from the mistakes. Fizzy is not there anymore, though. In fact, he's playing a very passive spot. I assume his plan is just, if he can get one kill, he has the lockdown ready for the retake.
In the nade to backside, I mean, they're so paranoid about Fizzy still being there. No surprise after what we saw previously.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very much the preference of Saw in a lot of these rounds to play the retake there. We saw it even in the pistol. Ruxic has a big fight on his hands. Awkward catching the player jumping up, and there was no way once that stun hit, but the fact that you have players pushed up with him, they need to find the value, and they should. Oh, that showstopper. Easy as can be. Fizzy and DaviH left to try and make this one work. Good spams to start at 41 HP. His cross is being watched, but he's almost dead. Hasn't even seen an opponent yet. Ow, but he goes for the swing, dives to the turret, and trade it out.
To just turn it into a 3v3. And well, okay, it's already on the other side on Arcade.
I have no idea. They thought maybe someone could be like in the middle of that. I don't know why they would be. And that early?
No,
it's just really weird. But either way, you know, the other problem they're facing is there's a lot of players here. There's 4 players towards the spawn angle. Seas goes through, stun is perfect, nade out. Masic, well, he's really put a thorn in their side. Those players on Arcade now, not sure where they're going.
Still checking to see if there's anybody left within the tower, yet to be cleared. They're expecting some utility to go through. Actually, I think they baited out where it would be, so that the nade actually doesn't land at all. Still, showstopper, and they do have that lockdown once again. Flash through to try and push him back, and on the other side of things, the orbital strike will get rid of that lockdown. The counter coming through, but oh no, he's actually run out. It's gone, and Ruxic's taken his head off. A split second later, and he would have had the kill for free. Instead, the double peek out, and now it's left just onto Fizzy. A 1v1. skylen has the stun available, but just
win with pistols, with weaker weapons. SMGs, the best we got. And a good read in the positioning of that Nightfall, although, you know, it doesn't start out too well.
Oh, they're going to make their way out onto the site. Again, there's still an Aftershock available, nano swarms, even a Molotov. If they want to try and clear some of these positions out, they might be able to get a kill with utility alone. Actually, Ruxic now getting tagged up as well. There are a few low players on the other side. In fact, they've had to bait out another ultimate. There's a lockdown if they need it, but I'm sure Digital Athletics don't want to use 3 ults in this sort of round.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like one where you want to commit that. Timing-wise even, I thought for a second tomaszy might have had the silencer on those blast packs. That's not great. Full blinded up top. DeepMans not able to get up to all too much. They're now stuck up in heaven.
trapped in as the defenders start to look to punish. DeepMans has to fall back to the site. They hear both sets of footsteps ready to take the fight, and the trade is going all the way through on the back of that drone. Still following, but it's detected. Digital Athletics get the Prowler out. That's not good enough, though. Not to keep this man back. The double kill. And this is leaving a big hole in the attacking side. I mean, they are only able to come from Dish at this point by the looks of it, hoping that maybe the rotations have been dragged towards the site where they pushed up and then killed the players moving towards A.
Well,
it's not going to be an easy one.
Can will probably never get to use that, that lockdown. Dead immediately. Ruxic gets a kill, which, you know what, he's been pretty good for 1 or 2 in most of the rounds so far. Maybe he can have something for the post plant. Again, though, Saw have been very content to play the retake in the second half. Ruxic actually going to play aggressively.
Bati got the orb.
Spike planted.
They triple pushed on B main as the smokes went down, so if there's a lurker, we kill him. If there's not, we get the orb. Now they've got Rolling Thunder, and they've got one less player to work with. Still, though, the Rolling Thunder could be key, and I think it's going to be thrown through. It almost certainly will be now. Tomaszy already good for 1. Orbital Strike used up. A lot of players caught in it, and a lot of players kept back. Ruxic has a chance. And it's here and now. The stun's hit it, but the player hasn't swung it. Ruxic somehow getting away with 3. A 4th kill. All he needs, the time low, the molly out, and Bati's low. He'll burn up. Against all odds, Digital Athletics are sat here 1 away from taking the map, and saw they looked so clean in that initial half. And wow, it's slowed down ever since. They burned up all their timeouts, and they're down to their last. Orbital Strike. That's going to be used. It's used more towards the back of the site. The plant position was good. Still, there's a punish.
Yeah, lockdown utilized. The orbital strike obviously already being used on the other side, but it doesn't matter. They'll destroy it anyway. Had the aftershock available. Nice shot from cacan. They know he's in this corner. The spam through the box won't get much, but the tags will come through on nigh on every single player. They are being mowed down, and it's an attempt just to defuse it, but they had nanos already. Digital Athletics